The Live 5 or 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai.
We are going to have cold mornings as we head into the weekend. It's even possible that we could get some frost on Sunday morning, but then a quick turnaround with 70s back on Monday. I'll have your full Viper 6 forecast coming up. Now on News Channel 6 at 6, Black Friday shopping right around the corner. What you can do to avoid scammers as your news at 6 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 6.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Bria Smith, in for Brad and Jenny. Thanks for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins with Black Friday, just 7 days away. The FBI warning shoppers about cyber criminals targeting your wallet. Here's Atlanta Bureau Chief Arshit Seshadri.
The FBI says cyber criminals are hijacking accounts with large online followers to spread false information and malicious software in a trend called masquerading malware.
One of the wild things we're seeing are cyber criminals targeting verified social media influencers and creators. They're targeting these creators because these creators have large, vast amounts of followers. So if they can hijack these accounts, they get a couple things. They get a lot of followers to spread a scam or malicious software, but they can also get inherent trust from those followers who've been following these creators for quite some time.
They've noticed an uptick in these scams since October. After taking over these accounts, cyber criminals use phishing or social engineering to broaden their reach of fraudulent campaigns.
I think any influencer, any creator who makes content online and has spent the effort building a large following should be cautious and understand that they are a target for cyber criminals. So something they should look out for are potentially, suspicious emails that look like it's from Google telling you to relog into your account as that influencer. Probably take a second look at that email before you go through the authentication process to reset your account's password.
The FBI says be aware of cryptocurrency giveaway scams, which often include links to malicious websites to steal your personal data. Another scam is to post fake links to hijacked accounts, which will have free software to shopping links, but will in fact be malware.
Yeah, we are seeing a lot of foreign actors spend the time and effort to go after social media influencers for the reasons of having large amounts of followers to target. What these foreign actors will do, if they're going to take the time and effort to hijack an account, usually there's a sophisticated scam ready to go.
The FBI says any malware like this can take your username, password, cookies, and lead to a personal data breach. Reporting in Atlanta, Arshit Seshadri, Atlanta Bureau Chief.
Chief Meteorologist Jenna Bushachi joins us for a first check of the weather. And Jenna, it is pretty cold outside.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Bria. This is the coldest air of the season so far. Here's a look at some of the lowest lows we had this morning in the CSRA. Graniteville winds with the coldest temperature of the day at 32 degrees. That is right at the freezing mark. Now, the rest of us stayed above freezing just slightly. We had temperatures around 33 in Long Cane and then 35 in Saluda, Wagner, Jackson, and Aiken, all of our South Carolina counties. So across the river in Georgia, it was a little bit warmer. Augusta got down to 39 this morning. That's actually only 2 degrees off from our normal low this time of the year at 41, but our high temperature was over 10 degrees below normal. We only made it to 56 today. Here's a look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam now. The sun is going down. The winds are still breezy at times. You can see our temperatures are falling quickly now that the sun is down. 48 in Allendale, 51 in Thompson. So very rare to see the 40s already at the 6 o'clock hour, but that just goes to show how cold it's going to be tonight. 50 in Millen, Wrightsville, you're also at 50, and 51 in Waynesboro. The winds are coming in from the northwest, sustained up to 5 to 10 miles per hour. The gusts are up to around 15 to 20. Some places getting up to around 22. That would be Lincolnton, Crawfordville, you're at 25 mile per hour wind gusts. And as for a satellite and radar, we have high pressure moving in, so that will keep us dry and sunny over the weekend. And once the high pressure is right over the area, we'll actually have lighter winds. So we're all ready for that. And then up in the northeast, that's where we still have low pressure, bringing a wintry mix and some messy rain. A lot going on up there. But here in town, clear skies. Just bundle up if you're out tonight.
42 degrees at 9 o'clock, and then tomorrow morning will be at around 35 at 7 a.m., and it won't warm up too much in the afternoon. You can see our 3-day forecast showing eventually on Sunday we'll see some upper 60s, and Monday we will be back into the 70s, but those warm temperatures won't last too long either. I'll have a look at your 10-day forecast coming up, but back to you, Bria.
All right, Jenna, thank you. 2 people are dead and a third in the hospital after an apparent murder-suicide in Richmond County. It happened around 9:30 last night in Olmsted Homes off Broad Street. Deputies found 34-year-old Jeremy McGee dead at a home on C Street. A woman was also found shot and taken to the hospital where her condition is unknown. Shortly after, 32-year-old Zyquan Franklin was found shot dead from a possible suicide on B Street. We're told the cases are connected. A former Washington County deputy who was involved in a paralyzing crash this past summer is now looking forward to a new home. Deputy Gordon Alley was responding to a call back in June when he hydroplaned and hit a nearby tree. The accident left him paralyzed from the waist down, and he was spent the past 5 months adjusting to his new life. Interim Healthcare of Augusta helping to make his transition a bit easier by providing him with the things he needs in his new home.
Gordon's being cared for under our complex personal support division, so we really specialize in just taking care of the most acute patients there are out there in the community. But a lot of that, a lot of people don't realize that it impacts the entire family. And so we try and do that. Like right now, we're starting a support group for our patients and families.
Allie and his family are expecting a new home that will be furnished with the proper health equipment Allie would need. A 4-legged hero in Burke County has died. Hala was a K-9 veteran who served at the Burke County Sheriff's Office and in the United States military. Her handler was Deputy Austin Pluger. Hala had to be put down after a battle with intestinal cancer. Coming up, the latest on the transition of power. We'll have the latest on the search for a new attorney general next.
News Nation tonight. Jussie Smollett's conviction overturned. Now Dan Abrams talks to the brothers.
John.
And Jenna joins us for another check of the weather.
Well, Bria, it's time to head to the fireplace over the next couple of nights to stay warm. We are going to still have lows in the mid-30s over the weekend. Possible frost on Sunday, but then a quick warm-up next week and some rain on Thanksgiving. I'll have your Viper 6 forecast when we return.
You don't know how much pressure you put on your septic system, but Riddex does. In a 21-month study, scientists proved that Riddex reduces up to 20% of waste buildup every month. Take the pressure off with Riddex.
And get $100. That's right, it's that easy. Get your SRP spotted sticker or magnet from any SRP location and you could be spotted and win $100. Follow us on Facebook for even more chances to win with Spot Me SRP. Good things are happening at SRP.
Children First on WJBF News Channel 6 is sponsored by Bridgestone. Solutions for your journey. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. Here's a snowy view for you on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam. This is over in central Pennsylvania. They have a lot going on up there at the moment. We've been watching this low pressure system bringing the snowfall mixed with rain across Pennsylvania. Good part of New England seeing some of that rain as well, and then the snow down into the mountains of West Virginia. Down here in the CSRA, though, we are clear as a bell. We don't have any cloud cover really nearby, and definitely no snow or winter weather. Our temperatures are feeling like we could have winter weather, though, already dipping down into the upper 40s, anywhere from Saluda County down to Sparta, even Sandersville, Wrightsville, and Swainsboro. Actually, a lot of upper 40s now. We're only seeing a few spots at 50 degrees, so the temperatures are dropping very, very quickly. The winds are gusting up to around 15 to 20 miles per hour. Crawfordville, you do have a 25 mile per hour wind gust, though. Tonight, we'll still have some breezy conditions, so that will make the wind chill feel as low as 29 in some places, but the winds will help to prevent prevent some frost. But if you are in areas sheltered from the wind in some of our rural communities, you could still see some frost potential. Now, on Sunday morning, it's more so going to be a widespread frost across the CSRA, and this would technically be our first frost of the year. We're well behind schedule. On average, it usually happens in the end of October, and last year it happened on November 1st. Latest first frost ever was December 2nd, which is actually going to be next weekend. And next weekend, it looks like we'll actually have our first freeze, and we'll get into that in a moment. But tomorrow morning, we're going to stay above freezing at 35 degrees, low 60s in the afternoon, warming into the upper 60s on Sunday, staying sunny, and then the sunshine with the warmth for early next week. 73 on Monday, 74 on Tuesday. We'll be dropping down to near average temperatures, though, for the holiday. So here's a look at your Thanksgiving forecast. It does look like it will be pretty cloudy and also a higher chance of rain, 50%. So it's not going to be a complete washout, but a very good chance that we'll at least see some widespread light showers at times. Here's a look at noon on Thanksgiving. So the good news is that, of course, with this holiday, we usually spend a lot of time inside eating anyway. So really shouldn't disrupt your plans too much. Just keep in mind it will be pretty rainy if you're headed outside at all. Our lows tonight will be in the mid-30s, and our highs tomorrow will be around 60 degrees. Here's a look at your 10-day forecast. We're going to see the warmer temperatures Monday and Tuesday. 20% chance of rain on Tuesday as well. 20% chance on Black Friday, at least in the morning. Then by next weekend, we'll have cooler temperatures again. 32 degrees headed into next Sunday morning. And congratulations to today's umbrella winner. That is Melinda Cooper from Warrenville, South Carolina. Melinda, you can pick up your umbrella here at the station and sign up to win yours on WJBF.com.
And it looks like the umbrella is right in time, especially for Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, we're going to need the rain gear for the holiday.
Thank you, Jenna. Coming up, Edmund Burke looking to win back-to-back state titles in Statesboro. Our new Channel 6 team has a live breakdown of the game in sports.
Save big with friends on USA's pre-Black Friday steals. Take home this LG 4 USA. Weather headlines on News Channel 6. Brought to you by Hickson Roofing. The live Viper 6 mobile app. Download it today. Now, WJBF sports coverage you can count on.
The private school state football championship in Statesboro is underway, and our second private school, Edmund Burke, squaring off against Robert Toombs, a team they faced earlier on in the year. The 9-1 Spartans are seeking to go back-to-back for the first time in school history, and Graham Lee is live, standing by in Statesboro. And Graham, what is the latest update on how this game is going so far?
Well, I'll tell you what, Gianna, this game has been closer than people might have thought. You know, Robert Toombs, you look at their record, they're 3-7 going into this matchup, but Coach Woodard told us before the game they're preparing his troops because it's a different team from what they saw early in the year, and that's been on full display tonight. 7-7 at the half. It took the second quarter for any of these teams to score first. EBA got on the board first after a 4th-down stop at midfield. Then that turned into a touchdown for Wyatt Bailey, who got that touchdown pass from Morris Owen, a beautiful touchdown. And I'll tell you what, he was right in front of me when it happened. He had to tiptoe in bounds and juggle the ball to catch it at the same time. So a really good play for an incredible touchdown to open the scoring. Then, as there was a minute left in the second quarter, the Robert Toombs Crusaders had the ball, drove down the field, and got into the end zone with just seconds left in the first half. EBA, though, just took the lead. It's now 13-7 Spartans. It took their opening kickoff of the second half down to the end zone thanks to the running game and the running attack through Owen Red. Now the Crusaders are driving down the field. Less than 5 minutes to go now in the third quarter. But I'll tell you what, it's been a back-and-forth affair and closer than people would have thought, but an exciting next 2 quarters in store, and we'll be sure to crown a champion here in the next hour or two. So we'll be sure to keep you updated as the night continues. Gianna, we send it back to you.
All right, Graham, thank you so much. As a reminder, there are plenty of other schools and matchups to be on the lookout for tonight. Lakeside, Harlem, Lincoln County, and Burke County are all hosting playoff games tonight. In the Palmetto State, Barnwell, North Augusta, Batesburg-Leesville, Bamberg-Earhart, Louisville, and HKT are all hosting matchups. Catch all of the highlights in our 11 p.m. show, a miniature version of Football Friday night. And speaking of football, you can still buy those tickets to the WJBF Border Bowl game. They're digital digital and costs $10 plus a $1 service charge up until the day of the game. On game day, there'll be $15. The Border Bowl game pits the best high school seniors from Georgia and South Carolina against each other. The Border Bowl will be held January 11th at 1 p.m. It'll be at Strom Thurmond High School in Edgefield County. Parking will be $5 cash, and you can buy those tickets at WJBF.com.
Gianna, I know those players are excited tonight.
Yes.
Good luck to those teams, huh?
Absolutely. Should be a fun one.
Absolutely. We'll be right back.
You were just doing your job when an accident took away everything. Everyone else.
Once again, it's going to be cold. Low of 36 tonight, 35 for your Sunday morning. Highs are warming up though, 73 on Monday, 74 on Tuesday. Cooling down for Thanksgiving with a high of 64, rain and clouds. Well, the day has come and gone, but thousands around here didn't need this day to do what it had to get done. Is your fridge running out there somewhere with George Escala?
Helene hit hard around here, and it was boom, boom, out go the lights.
Yes, I lost power for about 5 or 6 days, and we lost 2 refrigerators worth of food.
You may have missed this, but last week it was National Clean Out the Refrigerator Day. But in our area, been there, did that, thanks to Helene.
After the hurricane I did, so it's still pretty pristine.
How did it go?
I found some overly expired things. It was awful. I think I had like popsicles melted, and so when we went to go and clean it, it's like running all down the side of the freezer.
It was messy. Yeah.
How was your experience? Did you clean it?
Yeah.
How was it?
It stunk. I waited a couple of days after the storm, so.
Was it gross?
It was gross.
The garbage can is where everything tossed from the fridge ended up, and it seemed like everyone in the neighborhood was doing the same thing.
Trash pickup wasn't immediate, so we had to wait till we picked up the trash. So that was a challenge.
There were maggots in the the garbage can. It was terrible.
We can laugh about it now.
Yeah, we can laugh about it now.
National Clean Out Your Refrigerator Day. Some can wait to do it again.
Hopefully not soon.
I don't want to, but I need to, yeah.
Oh, absolutely not. I wouldn't wish it on anybody.
Helene did a lot of damage, but on the bright side, it got the fridges looking good. Out there somewhere in Augusta, George Escala, WJBF, News Channel 6.
And we were all just talking about that. We don't really need to even clean our fridge out. Helene kind of did that for us.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was kind of satisfying in a way to get rid of like some old condiments that you keep because you think maybe you'll use them one day, but you never will. And they're just sitting there collecting dust.
Oh, yeah. I also have just like random drinks sometimes sitting around, and it's like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do with them. So
It's also another chore in itself too, because then you have to clean the actual Tupperwares that you might have things in. So
I'm not a fan of keeping leftovers if I don't have to.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Just throw them away. So our 10-day forecast showing some cold temperatures. Oh, I already talked about the 10-day forecast.
Well, that's our report for now.
You already know.
News Channel 6 continues at 7 o'clock right here after World News Tonight. We'll see you again for News Channel 6 at 11. Have a nice night.